What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in Risk, Global Domination. I have a daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch. And if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along the ride with me, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my new favorite maps. The biggest, the best of the Napoleonic Wars map pack. This is Waterloo. Napoleon's defeat. From Map Master Mondays, we're taking a look at every map in the game one by one and putting them into a tier list for free-for-all Progressive World on. This is Waterloo, 60, expert, automated, and nothing fancy. No fog, blizz, portals, alliances, and I'm in the second seat playing as white. I think you guys will be familiar, those of you who watch the show, with some Waterloo. I've been enjoying it on Progcaps. Our bonuses definitely matter. We have a 2, a 3, a 1, a 5, a 3, a 3, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 3, a 2, a 2, a 4, a 5, a 2, 3, and 4, if you can hold it. So lots of bonuses, lots of viable positions. Black takes a nice position on the left. Black takes a bonus, and then this guy a bot? Or did you just get crazy good dice? What do I want? I want one thing that I can probably hold securely. I hold that. So I'm almost thinking about taking this. I'm just worried it doesn't work very well. This makes more sense. Yeah, this makes more sense. And fort into the other bonus. Kind of move like we're trying to capture it. Want to buy this package? Is it no longer available? I don't know. I wouldn't imagine that it's no longer available. Press says, do you ever play Risk while not recording? I don't really anymore, but talking to some other streamers, they all seem to play quite a bit off air. I do not play Risk when I'm not recording. At all. I might do 1v1s on my phone a bit, but my current phone, for whatever reason, keeps booting me. It keeps breaking up when I try to load in to Risk, so I don't really play on my phone. And I don't really have any ranked goals at the moment. So no, I honestly can say that at this point in my... The thing is, you guys have to remember, I publish 2 shows a day. So my minimum... my minimum average daily game of Risk is at 2. And on top of that, to be perfectly honest, the playing of, like, the shooting of my show is very fun for me, right? So the distinction here between playing for fun isn't really all that clear of a line, right? I love this. I love making the show. Have you ever felt burnout that a lot of creators experience? No, and that's part of the reason why. I've talked about this a bit, like understanding why you do something is key to making sure that you enjoy it. So I have my ethos around why I'm doing this very clearly set up. I understand my why. Okay. Let's see if Black wants to start shit. I don't mind that there. So as far figuring out the why for a lot of people is hard. Yeah, well, I'm a philosopher. So I asked that question first. And once I understand why I'm doing something, then I can pursue it with all of my passion. Obvious stuff like money, but money's not a why. Money and happiness. I think people often confuse those things as goals, right? They think of money as an end when it is a means, or they think of happiness as an end when it is a means, right? Happiness and money are, he's going to take the bonus to break me. Take the bonus. They are emergent from the pursuit of things that you aspire to, not the thing you should aspire to in the first place, if that makes any sense. Llama says, I noticed in your last map mastermind is your plan is still play the Russian maps. No, obviously we can't. I would love to. My plan is to still show the Russian maps, which I will be doing in some way or another. But we'll have to hang on to the... I'm not going to spoil it. How you doing, Nubium Slamium? Emperor, Nublius Maximus in the flesh. Dave says, I haven't asked one in a while. Would you rather erase your own memories? Jeez. Or erase someone else's memories of you? Those are awful, but the latter. If I erase my own memories, I cease to exist. So it would be tantamount to, ending my life. Whereas erasing someone else's memories of me, like if someone... So that seems like perhaps someone I met once. That seems like an easy cop-out, but you see what I'm saying. Oh, I like the interior guarding. This is very clever of Black. Black says, if you break me, I fuck your face. But if you don't, we're good. That's very clever of Black. Cool. All right, so there are going to be some wars. We don't exactly know where these wars will take place. But being in the middle, I have some versatility. Dave says, I love that you fully consider every would you rather. Do you expect anything less from me, sir? Llama says, I thought SNG was hooking me up. I was going to come over. Oh, yeah. Those Russian... The Moscow advanced map is the big loss. But no, I would love to play them again. And I would love to be a force that would maybe encourage them to consider letting us play them again. But I don't want to just play a map and show... Here's this thing you can't play. Here's this toy you can't have. But how much fun is it? Right? No, I'm going to... Don't worry. I'm going to take my position on that one. Snowsdrop says, you're so right about the money part, Pete. I pray that God's next challenge for me is to figure out how to handle an unfathomable amount of money. I pray for that, too. For you. I want you to be very rich, sir. Pete, you're making the perfect omelet. What are you putting in? My perfect omelet is... egg, a little bit of cream, a little bit of cottage cheese, green onion from the garden, maybe a little bit of dill, maybe a little bit of tarragon, all herbs from the garden, and a little bit of chili flakes. And you like kind of, that's my perfect omelet. You think I'm too in the middle? We'll see. Be in the way of this game? Well, fucking Pete question. Cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. And we got the cumin. Ham sounds good. Mushroom sound good. Is that Canadian? No, that's Pete. Pete's a cheeseman. You think being in the middle is going to be bad for me? I wonder. I wonder. Okay. When do we stop taking bonuses? Isn't that the fun part? Yellow's gonna fuck up purple. Also, did I pick this music? This is Lindsey Sterling. This is a bunch of Lindsey Sterling tracks that YouTube Music gave me as a mix. So I picked the first track, and then it gave me the mix from Pizza grower. I'm going to see Perps gets feisty. Well, if Perps has a set on 3, we're doing all right. Cheese is my biggest thing I struggle to cut out. I have it in most meals. Why do you want to cut out cheese? What are we talking about here? What's wrong with cheese? Cottage cheese and omelet? Just a little bit. ZZ Legendary. Pete, have you ever run into the hackers who use the fog just to spawn in hidden troops? Yeah, of course. Heroes they are. Why is the plural of bonus boni since cacti is the plural of cactus? Oh, fun question. So, K Mario, is it octopuses or octopi? This is not a rhetorical question. I would like your answer. Which is the correct plural of octopus? Kreskin says octopodes. Slarati says octopussy. All right. I'm not surprised that I didn't get a serious answer from you hilarious people. But the actual answer is, as far as I learned, one has to do with a Latin plural, right? Octopi, I think, is the Latin plural, and octopuses is the Greek plural, right? So it depends on how the what the origin of the word is, perhaps. Yeah, it's magenta break. All right, set for Perpy. How I play this really matters. That's what I love about this map, though. I knew this game was going to be cool. This is a very, very excellent Risk map. It's one of my favorites. I love what it does for prog caps. Did this guy actually skip? He did. Okay. Don't think I care. I have a plan that does not involve skipping. Ink will die next. Well, it all depends on who has cards. I think skipping here in a normal map makes sense, but this is a tactical positional game. This or airship? Airship, but only because airship is bigger. This is very cool in what it does via the blizzards, via its own. It's quite large. The bonuses are quite jacked. It's good for prog caps. It becomes linear. It becomes changeable with blizzards. For Prog World Dom, it's not a peak map, but it's a good map. But I'm just talking about the bones of this map. I love. I think this is one of my favorite maps that they've come up with. It is beautiful and interesting, and I loved it the very first time I saw it. Yeah, I think both are correct in different ways. What's my favorite cheese of all time? That's hard. Favorite cheese of all. Why do we have to pick one? This is Prague. I figured that might happen. So Red has decided they would like to take lowest instead. That's fine. Better not be dick cheese, Pete. But I want dick cheese. A little bit of a delicate situation from where we go from here. Love that we can all be children here for a couple hours. Yes, it's an innocent way that we have about us. I just yelled out, taste it. Pink into red into purple. Pink into red into purple. It's too early though, right? The set is 6. Okay. You want me to try it? I don't hate trying it. Oof. I got no beef with fucking. Got no beef. Magenta. Okay. Okay. I resisted my urges. It's now bot motion. Yeah, we'll smell you later, yellow. I'm really the only guy to pay off the war in the East because Black's stack is locked. So Black getting the extra cards from skipping doesn't actually enable him to make the kills, I don't think. You resist it because you have no beef? No, it's not that I have no beef. I am trying to win this game, but I don't think the ratios are quite there. Okay, Red's just going to antagonize me stupidly or open Black stack. Antagonize me stupidly. Okay. Fair enough. This is either targeting because he would like to see a reaction from me or because he's in cahoots with Black. No one would choose to do this and think it's a good play. And we just don't know, Admiral Arthur. We just don't know. Magenta doesn't clear the pocket. He wants me to push through a 12. That's very risky if you're Magenta. Yeah, I mean, this is now a more obvious what the sequence of events will look like. Hey, doing, Corey? That was just a weird play. I don't think it was just a weird play. I think it was a weird play in a specific sort of way. Should have gone into red last turn because I know he was happy to break already. No, I don't assume players are dumb and suicidal, right? That's not. I'm not going to be winning games by making that assumption. I am, however, going to be winning games by playing properly. Yep. Now, unfortunately, I have to kill Magenta before I kill Red. Oh, yeah, both jokers. But this is an epic turn. Do I have it? Okay, we specifically don't open black. Black's been basically playing for second all game. Unless he's a set on 3, he won't have enough velocity to break all of what he needs to break of mine. So I don't recommend playing like how black played in Prog Dom. I think black skipped. They got a higher set, but it cost them their ability to expand, right? So he basically just guarantees second. Would you rather be the funniest person in every room or the most intelligent person in every room? Ooh. Well, seeing as how I already am the most intelligent and funniest person in every room, it's really hard for me to pick only one. Yeah, so red flips. Red flips to taking second here by botting and quitting. So this is a pretty obvious guy who didn't actually enter this lobby to really play. And he only entered this lobby to fuck around. Is that because you never leave your room, Pete? Got him! Good job. That was the fucking reverse Uno there. Good fucking job. It is because I'm alone and I never leave my room. Yeah, black would like second. I respect that. Fuck you, red. Suck right on my dick. You're garbage, dude. What are you doing? At least try, right? Wouldn't it be more interesting if you were fighting me right now because you had resources? Instead of just fucking feeding the game like a bitch. Oh yeah, let's trade both jokers. Solid choice there. That's what we would always choose. Smell you later, bitch. Bro didn't even bot. No, he was really like just garbage. Yeah, good game, bro. Good game. Well played. If black was faster, they could cause me problems here. But I felt like the right thing to do was to give red lowest, because fuck that guy. Good work, black. I think in this situation, black actually loses to speed, unfortunately. It's a lot of white, indeed. We got a great round for Waterloo. So yeah, Waterloo's awesome, man. If you guys like play this with Blizzards, you'll see right away how different the map gets every time. He does indeed lose to speed here. Yep. Too bad. Too bad, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. The default trading the jokers and holding the horse is next level 500 IQ. Right. Also, I respect the effort, too. He tried. Tried more than red. All Red tried to do was try to lose. Leaving a stack block, big mistake. Yeah, I mean, you needed to hit absolutely everything you could hit of mine there. But honestly, man, I think Black played like an expert. Black played like a good player. Not a great player. Lots of little differences between what he did and what I would demonstrate in the series. Black killed 22 without losing a troop. Lucky man. All right, apparently that one was garbage. And since we're being juvenile, here's one. Would you rather have X-ray vision, but only on people you find unattractive? No! Everyone has X-ray vision, but only of you. The latter. Everyone can see me naked. I really don't give a fuck. If they really want to see me naked, you know what I mean? I'm not self-conscious about that all that much. The reason I'm not doing the oil up thing anytime soon is not because I'm self-conscious of my body. It has to do with the fact that you guys can't fucking afford it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Battle of Waterloo. Prog World Dom, I got to put it up. I got to put it up in the S tier. I don't know if it's better than it probably is better than Trigons. Like, this is where it is, right? I think these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps, this is a special category of map. Okay, right here, starting from Europe Advanced, Spaceport Sigma, Airship, Battle of Waterloo, and Trigons. These are all huge maps that the bonuses do matter, but they allow you to play a very skillful game of Prog World Dom. And that's where I'm putting Waterloo. I'm putting it up in the S tier. Love it. Love, love, love this map. Don't sleep on Waterloo. If you're curious to check it out, I highly, highly recommend it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And we want to see the ranks, don't we? Defeating. Yellow was a novice who got into war with Purple, who's an expert. Red was a beginner who played like a novice. Magenta was a master who got themselves killed by blocking kills when I think leaving the path open would have actually let me win the game, but maybe give you a higher placement. And Black was an intermediate who played like an intermediate. I got to say, two big differences. Of anything this game you want to pay attention to level up your risk game, the two things Black did that I don't recommend. Normally, if you're going to skip and you're holding a bunch of value, you skip like Black does. And then the guy immediately after you, me, takes a card. And now you've gone from the 4 trade to the 15 trade. This is one of the only circumstances where it's okay to do that. But the key reason, the number one, far and away, most important reason Black lost this game, his stacks were not open and active at the right moment to make kills. He was more interested in holding that plus 11 than he was in that sweet moment where you make the kills in Prague. And I did, and that's why I won. And that's the advice. Activate your stacks. Good lesson. Hope you enjoyed, folks. Thank you for watching. If you like what I do over here, shout out to all my homies who like the video. I like you very much. I like you. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. For all of you on the path to world domination. Good games and good luck.